Coming up on AC 24/7, Senate candidate Herschel Walker is now doing more than denying abortion claims. He's now calling the woman a liar. Plus, LA council members are facing backlash after leaked audio exposes racist comments. We'll tell you who is now calling for their resignation. And there are now 2 new additions to the new Transformers cast. We'll tell you who is ready to roll out with Optimus Prime. Welcome to AC 24/7. I'm Stephen Walker. Georgia's Republican Senate nominee is fighting allegations that he paid for an abortion years ago. Now Herschel Walker is claiming the woman is lying. The Advocates channel, Eva McKend, has the details.
It's all hands on deck for Herschel Walker's Senate campaign.
There's way too many reasons that each one of you should vote for Herschel Walker.
The chair of the GOP committee tasked with regaining control of the Senate, Florida Senator Rick Scott, and Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton, hitting the trail for the candidate outside Atlanta.
People get tired of television ads and the lies they tell about Herschel Walker.
Walker's campaign rocked last week by allegations the former football star twice asked an ex-girlfriend to have an abortion and paid for the women to have one in 2009. He's repeatedly denied the reports, including in a new interview with ABC News.
Did you ever have a conversation with this woman at any time about an abortion?
No.
Did you ever, to your knowledge, give money to pay for the cost of an abortion?
No.
Is she lying?
Yes, she's lying.
CNN has not independently confirmed these allegations.
You can see what they're doing. They'll do whatever it takes, say whatever they have to say because they want this seat right here. But I don't think they know that they woke up a bear.
As a candidate, Walker has said he supports a national abortion ban with no exceptions.
Do you have any evidence to make the allegations against you?
Supporters of Walker say they question the timing of the stories in the final weeks of the campaign.
I probably am doubtful with some of the allegations that they've come out so late into the game.
I feel like if that did happen, which I don't think it did, why now? Why do you have to go to the news? Why not have worked that out with him?
But some Georgia conservatives suggest there'll be split ticket voters supporting Republican Governor Brian Kemp and Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock. The latest allegations, a bridge too far.
If he'd just own up to them, but, not telling the truth about him, that's not good.
The Georgia Senate race, which could determine control of the U.S. Senate, is seen as crucial for both parties. Warnock criticized today's event and sought to tie Walker to Scott's policy agenda. Writing in a statement, Herschel Walker is campaigning with Rick Scott, who's fighting to cut Social Security for more than 1.9 million Georgians who rely on it.
He threatened to kill us and had us move 6 times in 6 months.
While Warnock's campaign has been careful not to directly attack Walker over the allegations, a Democratic outside group launched a new TV ad Tuesday highlighting accusations from Walker's adult son Christian, an outspoken conservative. And a Republican super PAC up with a new TV ad highlighting a March 2020 incident in which Warnock's ex-wife told police he ran over her foot with his car.
I've tried to keep the way that he acts under wraps for a long time, and today he crossed the line.
Warnock denied the accusation, was not charged, and a police report stated an officer and medical personnel at the scene did not find any visible signs of injury.
Georgia's Senate race has gained importance for Republicans who want to regain control of the Senate. Republican nominees in Pennsylvania, New Hampshire and Arizona are allies facing tough challenges ahead into the 2022 election. President Biden is now calling for 3 members of the Los Angeles City Council to resign after leaked audio revealed members making racist comments. Those involved in the meeting were all Latinos. The leaked audio was from a year-old meeting where members mocked their colleagues. One comment referred to the son of another council member as a monkey. Executive Director of the National Association of Latino Elected Officials commented on the audio.
Well, first of all, her ascension to the council presidency was historic. To have a Latina in that role, which arguably could be even more powerful than the role of mayor of the city of Los Angeles. And to see this development to say it's disappointing doesn't speak to the depth of emotions that many of us in the Latino community feel. But we are holding our own leaders accountable. It is not acceptable for anybody to make these racist comments, no matter their background, be they Latino, white, African American, Asian. There is no room in public service for racist attitudes and expressions.
Nearly 2 weeks after Hurricane Ian, many homes are still without power, some still submerged underwater. The Advocate's Nadia Romeo has more.
I consider it kind of like Band-Aids over bullet holes.
That's how Fort Myers' mother of 8, Brittany Bowie, describes the Hertz Arena shelter, still housing evacuees 2 weeks after Hurricane Ian hit southwest Florida. The American Red Cross runs this ice rink turned refuge that's usually home to the Florida Everblades ice hockey team. Bowie says it's cold all of the time.
You're going to be getting a cold in here because it's cold on this floor.
Even showers are ice cold, and there's limited food and resources.
There's been a couple overdoses, a lot of heavy alcohol use. There's been a lot of fights, a lot of dinners turned into peanut butter and jelly.
Bowie says she hasn't heard from a caseworker the Red Cross promised would help.
Can you help us out at all? Just what should we do next? I mean, wait to hear back. They really don't have a plan for, any of us at the moment.
The American Red Cross did not provide CNN with an on-camera interview, but in a statement acknowledged some challenges, reading in part, "Our feeding vehicle loaded with meals was delayed in reaching the arena due to clogged roads and heavy traffic. To help avoid further issues, we moved a mobile kitchen to the Hertz Arena so that meals can be prepared on site." Also stating, "We have already helped 16 families that had immediate needs move into more sustainable housing situations." Snowbird Tom Delforge feels lucky his homeowner's insurance may cover some of his repairs.
How long is it going to be to have just the rubbish picked up? I've got a tree on the back of the house too. You can see just barely the top of it, but that's got to get, I've got a hole in the roof. We're going to kind of patch that. And I know it's going to be difficult I'm so much better off than so many people. However, it has to be repaired, but contractors are going to be very difficult to find.
Entire neighborhoods in distress as residents rip out their soiled and moldy belongings. Christian organization Samaritan's Purse says they'll stay in Southwest Florida for 6 months or longer to help homeowners in need.
Over these past 2 weeks, we have seen a lot of work. You can drive down the streets. I was over in Arcadia a couple of days ago. I was riding through here today. You see piles of debris on every street, and that's a sign that recovery is beginning.
Mud and muck remain in what's left of Greg Anarino's Sanibel Island home. Saturday, he met with a FEMA representative, but through his homeowners and flood insurance,
they gave me some money right up front to get started to living expense and food. So it worked out really great.
A temporary bridge to connect Sanibel and Captiva Islands to the mainland is now open to emergency crews, and state officials say it will be open to the public by October 21st. But Anarino won't return to Sanibel Island for good.
You're going to go to an island that, God forbid, here comes another storm, and then you're done again. You do the same thing over again. No, I'm not going to do that.
But some don't have many options.
She's got everything you want.
Back at Hertz Arena, Bowie wonders about all the money Americans have donated to Hurricane Ian victims.
And they say, oh my goodness, 1 million more has been sent. And then you get peanut butter and jelly at night, and it's like, where is it going? So where's all the funds going? That's my honest question.
The Los Angeles premiere of the new film Till was a star-studded event. The film stars Whoopi Goldberg, Jalen Hall, Haley Bennett and more. The film focuses on the mother of Till, Mammy, and her fight for justice for her slain son, Emmett Till, who was killed by 2 men at the age of 14 whilst visiting his cousin in Mississippi. Till is set to hit theatres October 28th. 2 new stars have been added to the roster of the new Transformers Rise of the Beasts. SNL star Pete Davidson and star of Crazy Rich Asians, Michelle Yeoh, are the newest addition. Yeoh and Davidson are set to transform themselves into 2 Transformer characters doing voice work. The film is set to hit theatres next summer. Thank you for joining us for AC 24/7. For content that advocates for you, go to advocatechannel.com, follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Stephen Walker.